So in this release itself, we are actually introducing independent TKG service. So this means that now the TKG service is actually decoupled from the vCenter releases. So this also means that you can now upgrade the TKG service independently from the supervisor or vCenter upgrades. Right? So previously, as you know, users itself, in order for them to get new Kubernetes version, they actually need to upgrade vCenter. And vCenter has a lot of compatibility metrics with a lot of other components. So this has always been a difficult thing to do, and therefore the consumers won't be able to get latest Kubernetes version, right? So with this, now we are able to deliver all this asynchronous release of TKG service, helping us to align much quicker to the upstream Kubernetes versions, right? So this independent TKG services will be implemented as a core supervisor service. So I'm going to show you later on in the demo itself. So now with this, admins are able to receive newer versions of Kubernetes, and then the consumer will be able to consume all these new Kubernetes versions much quicker.
Yeah, this is really good. As it is decoupled, like you said, we don't need to now wait for a new version of vCenter server to upgrade to the new version of Kubernetes clusters, right?
Yep,
so it gives really good autonomy to the developers or Kubernetes administrators. Yeah, this is nice.
Yep. All right, so let's take a look at this.
Excellent.
So, yep. So all you need to do is, of course, you need to bring your environment to VCF 5.2 in order to use this independent TKG service. And of course, if you are using vSphere 8.0 U2 or before, you need to bring them to vCenter 8.0 U3. Okay. So once you have that installed, you can see that you have these new supervisor services being created called the Tanzu Kubernetes Grid service.
Right.
Okay, and if you go under the managed version, you can see that once you upgrade your vCenter, you will see that it comes with this embedded version, so known as TKG 3.0.
Right.
So with this, now if you log on to the CLI, let me log on to the supervisor.
Yes.
Okay, and then if you get TKR, let me make the screen smaller a bit.
So just for our viewers, this is a completely different cluster, right? The one we were showing earlier is a different cluster, and this is a VCF 5.2 cluster, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can see that when I get all the TKR release, right? You can see that you get some new release as part of these updates, but then you can see that I still do not have access to 1.30, right? This is still, as you can see from here, it's not ready, right? So in order for us to get 1.30, what you need to do is basically upgrade the TKG service.
Right.
This doesn't require you to update the supervisor. This doesn't require you to update the vCenter. Likewise, you go and download the supervisor services. It's all under this page now. So instead of the CCI, okay, we're going to go into the TKG service. And now we download the 3.1 TKG service. Okay.
Right.
So now once you have downloaded the YAML file, you can now start add that into this add new version. So you upload the TKG 3.10. Okay, and let me see, finish it. All right, and
manage versions. What's in manage versions?
Okay, so you can see now you have 3.1 over here, right? So let me go and activate it on the supervisor cluster. So now I can actually choose 3.1.
Right.
And click on next. Okay. Okay, so it's compatible, and I'm going to finish it. So now let's go and see what's happening. So now 3.1 is being activated now, being installed. And you can see that it's available to use in your clusters. And you should be able to see your TKRs being updated. Now I'm going to create a TKC cluster. Right?
The same steps like how we did earlier, right?
Yeah, you can see that the same UI, right? Yeah, so I'm going to specify the name, and I'm going to create a new version. Hey, you can see that the 1.30 is available now, right?
Yeah, so that's the one from earlier. Yeah.
Let me take a look. Okay, let me get TKR. See now, it's available now, right?
Right.
So
a while
when it takes a while, but when I didn't have to upgrade the supervisor cluster, and I also didn't have to upgrade the vCenter, and now I have 1.30 available, and now I start consuming it, and have Entria, okay, and I'm going to select the control plane where I'm going to choose best effort small, okay, and yeah, I'm going to use the Photon OS All right. Next, I will have the worker pool,
Hmm.
and I will choose best effort medium. Okay.
Yeah.
For it, and maybe I'll have three. Okay, just 2 worker nodes. Okay.
Mhm.
Next, and yeah, same thing, right? The YAML file is on the right.
Yeah. Good stuff. So everything is just there right in front of us in vSphere client itself. This is really neat.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you can see that it's being triggered with the latest version of Kubernetes 1.30.